Oh, so now we can see you and say something so we can make sure everybody can hear you.
Hi, I'm Sam and I'm from London.
Yay! Okay, all right, everybody. So here we go, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron. I got to start that all over again. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron. Super talented Sue.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, how are you? Get started. Let me introduce you. This is my cool outrage about town co-host, Mr. Ron.
Hey, my name is and I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
It's pretty cold there.
I've got an accent and you've got an accent. Let's hope we can understand each other.
Then we've got the man behind the boards from the man behind the boards who can't see you right now, and his name is Chad Murphy. So say hey to Chad.
Hi, Chad.
Hey, Sam from West Palm Beach, Florida. Sorry about all the problems. Good to have you.
Oh, bless you.
And then we have a chat room full of people. So say hello to everybody in the chat room.
Hi, everybody in the chat room.
And you got to give four special shout outs. First, you got to say hi to Paul Stewart. You have the coolest fans ever. The guy retweets everything. It's not even funny. And he's in the chat room. So say hello to Paul.
Hi, Paul. How are you? I'll see you very soon. I think he's coming to one of my shows up north. So, yeah.
There you go. And then you have a Mel Jane from England someplace. I don't know her name on Twitter is Mel Jane, and she retweets everything that you do. And then you have another lady, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's ZSU Reba. So say hi to Zu Reba in Hungary, because
she's a great artist. She draws every picture I've ever taken. So I've got literally so much art from her. She's a great artist.
There you go. And then we have a fan who's like one of the biggest supporters of the Jimmy Star Show, and her name is Iris, and she's in Germany. So say hello to Iris.
Hi, Iris in Germany. I've never been to Germany.
She's the one who saved our show today, telling me that I had the time wrong and that because we changed daylight savings time, it's a 4-hour difference and not 5 hours. So thank you, Iris. We love you. You're fabulous.
Thank you, Iris.
All right. So now we have you. I'm so excited. I don't usually get excited. We have a lot of really big celebrities that come on all the time, but you're like totally different than like a regular big celebrity because you started out like as a regular person working on the dream while you were supporting your family and, trying to make it as a singer.
Every celebrity starts out as an ordinary person.
I know, but a lot of people aren't in their mid-30s, before they, like, hit it big. And the fact that you kept going along. And I have to tell you, because, like, we don't get X Factor. We don't get that here in the United States. So a lot of people in the U.S. don't know who you are. And I'm hoping that this interview will help a lot of people know who you are because you're such a phenomenal singer. And whenever I get, like, a little bit, like, I don't know, down in the dumps or something goes wrong, I always watch X Factor videos because it kind of makes me feel better. And your video particularly, it's got 30 million plays, and your husband is in the audience, and he's so supportive, and all the judges and everybody love you so much, and they're so, like, nice to you. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Hey, Craig, how you doing? How are the kids?
Thanks.
I've got my kids there in the background doing their homework.
Oh, very good. And you had a new kid since you won the X Factor, right?
Yeah, she's in bed. We've managed to get her to sleep. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to hear a word I say.
That's Miley, right? Is that Miley?
Yeah. Okay. She's my youngest. Yeah, she's in bed. Yes.
Congratulations on that. And I just think, first of all, I want to say I think it's really cool that you won X Factor and that you've kept your family intact, and the fact that you're really kind of like still a normal person who just happens to be well known and sings, and you didn't let it go to your head, and you didn't get a divorce and all the crazy things that all the other stupid people do.
No, I still get up in the morning and pack lunch for my children before they go off to school and get them up, get them dressed, and my husband takes them to school because I don't normally have any makeup or anything like time in the morning, so he normally does the school run. But yeah, I still live a normal life. It was 3 years ago that I was a prison officer. So I was working in a prison with 750 men that were all in there for some form of murder. And next thing you know, I had this bright idea to do the X Factor. I think because I was singing at the time, I was singing in pubs and bars, and I just thought, if I go on the X Factor, I might be able to get like a snippet of fame and then go in that bar for a little bit of extra money. So Sam Bailey as seen on X Factor and get an extra £50 per show or something. And then I ended up winning it. And I just don't, it's been a whirlwind the last 3 years, but I've not changed. I'm still the same person.
So now your 50 pounds went up to 1,000 pounds.
A little bit more than 1,000.
More than 1,000 pounds? Good for you.
So,
Good for
yeah,
you.
I mean, you know, I work to live. I don't live to work. There's a difference, you know. And if I want to go on a nice holiday, I'll work hard for it. If I want a new Hoover, vacuum cleaner, or I want a new fridge, or I want a new kitchen, I'll work for it. And that's how I work. And that's what I'll always stand by. And you know, I want to come out to America. I've been in meetings all day to put a plan together to come out to America and do some shows. So watch this space.
I can't wait. I think everybody needs to know who you are, and I think that they're gonna know. I think it just takes like a little bit of time. I also think your new album, "Sing My Heart Out," right, is the name of the album.
Yeah.
Because the tour is "Sing Your Heart Out," but the album is "Sing My Heart Out."
No, the tour is the Sing My Heart Out tour, and the tour is around the UK. And there's like at one point there's 38 people on stage all singing, and it's incredible, and it's getting rave reviews. That everyone's calling it the honest show, mainly because, you know, there's no whistles and bells, there's no 58 dancers and pyrotechnics and stuff going off. It's just people on stage with pure talent singing and music. And I have a show that's different that I've had that deserves to be on a big stage. In fact, ago I had a young 7 that
She be on Twitter and she retweeting it all. She's such a girl.
Incredible. She reminded me of Christina Aguilera. Like that voice at such a young, she had a beautiful voice. And if she's nurtured in the right way and looked after, and her mum, great support for her. And I think what my show's all about is giving people a chance and giving people an opportunity, and you know, and it's giving back. You know, I'm very appreciative of where I came from, and 3 of my backing singers on my tour are all singers from pubs and bars that I picked up and said, I want you to come on the road with me, and they are, and they're loving every minute of it. It's great fun.
I think it's terrific, though, that you're like, first of all, that you are giving back like that and giving an opportunity, you know, and nobody does that. So kudos to you on that one.
Thank you.
That one. Do you want to say anything, or you just want me to talk?
No. When Fran Drescher came on the show, because I love and adore her, Jimmy let me have the whole interview. So I'm sort of giving Jimmy.
I told him that you're like my.
He loves you so much.
You and Molly Ringwald are like my favorites.
I mean, Molly Ringwald, please. I mean, is she not the ugliest thing you ever saw? Oh, please. She needed not to show her gums so much.
Oh,
she has those smile where all her gums showed. She was a pot. We have an expression in Brooklyn, a pot.
Oh, well, I can talk forever anyway.
She was a pot. You're pretty. I saw pictures of you now working with makeup and hairdo. Wow, you're beautiful.
I mean, this is a no makeup day. This is
I know, you should have put makeup. Listen to me. I tell all of our celebrities this. Be like years ago. I knew all the great legends of Hollywood. Jane Russell, the super legend, was my dear friend. She would not be seen in public without makeup and hair, because that's what the studios trained them for. You're
Actually,
a
do you
star.
know who Jane Russell is?
No, but
She-
make believe.
Jane Russell, she was a movie star. She was a movie star, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That was one of his best friends.
My best friend. And Jane always, even she dolled up to go out in public, because you have to keep the image.
Of course.
Being down to earth is wonderful. But people I find that are down to earth, it's easy to step on them because they're so down to earth. Whereas if you hold yourself higher than your fans, you will be adored always, because they look up to you. They want to see your hair, your makeup, your jewelry, your gowns.
And your husband and kids.
No, they don't want to see the husband and kids. Nobody gives a shit about anybody's kids in this business. Are you kidding?
I do.
No, they don't. I talked to every movie star had a kid. She never saw it, but once a year.
He's also talking about the stars from the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, I mean, the governesses is raised
Times
the
have
kids.
changed. Times have changed a little bit.
No,
I think,
Marlena
for me being on a show like the X Factor, people connected with me, not just for me, but for my family life and for my kids and stuff. And that's why I won the show, really, is because not only for my voice, but people had a real connection with me as a person. So,
I would have rather always for people to admire me for my talent. My private life is my private life, and if I went into that, people would cry and feel sorry for me and say, "Oh, we love you, Ron Russell."
But that's what they do. It's
Yeah,
reality
you
I
got a
know,
TV.
point.
but
Got a
that,
point.
but I would like it to be that you have a fabulous voice, that you really know how to sing, and I think that's what you should be worshipped and looked up to
Uh,
for your voice, not because you can cook breakfast. Anybody can do that,
My
but
husband's agreeing with everything you say. He's
but
over
no,
the
but
back.
wait
He's
a minute,
right.
but
He's
wait a
right.
minute, but wait a minute. You don't want to be a flash in the pan. And you
Oh
could
no, I'm
very
not. You
easily
know,
be
I
a
know
flash.
that.
You know, today's news is yesterday's toilet paper. So you have to be very careful to maintain a certain level of stardom. And you want to be a star? Well, act like a star, look like a star, and treat your fans like a star, and they will always be with you. Look at all the big stars, Miley, who you named your daughter after, the other
no, that's
Miley.
not. Did you name your daughter after Miley Cyrus? No.
A
No,
little
no.
bit.
I was in the car and I think of Miley Cyrus. Come on, I didn't actively do it. It's just that it was.
No, it's a great name, but look what
It
Miley
is a
does.
great name. It is a
She
great name.
she keeps
She's
reinventing her.
a great little kid. She's hard work, but she's a great little kid.
I love
But
it.
my in the last 3 years, I've been really busy, and I've had a #1 single, a #1 album, platinum selling, and I'm on my second album, and you know
And
what?
time
People
will
see me.
change
You're
you.
right, and it's people see me out and about, and in my
You know,
hometown, people see me every day walking around, like
yeah,
doing normal
and some
things.
of them hate your guts because they're stuck in the
Probably.
hometown and you're going up in Stardomville. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. I'm in the
I
business.
know.
How many years? 58 years I'm in the business.
50.
Something like 50 something business. And I've seen them come and go and fall on their faces. You're not doing a cooking show. So you don't give a shit about the people that care about your husband and kids. That's baloney. I want to know about you as a star. I want to know about you with the albums that are platinum and stuff. I want to hear all about you because that's all I'm interested in. I'm not interested in your family. Are
I
you
am.
interested in my family? Truthfully, do you give a shit that I have two daughters that are old maids? You don't care. You don't care, do you? That I eat my chishkas out every night because these broads don't get married.
His daughters don't get married, and he has a heart attack every
And do you
night.
think I don't want grandchildren? Could I cry out to the world I want grandchildren? They don't give a shit if I have grandchildren or if I have 7 dogs and 4 cats. They don't care. All they want to know about is where you go, whose shoes you're wearing, whose gown you're wearing, whose makeup, and your music, because you are an entertainer. You are theater. You are a star. I don't want you to be the equal of the fans. No, let fans be fans. They're plumbers and electricians and maids and cooks. Let them do that. Wonderful, mazel tov. But you are a star, and
Thank you.
be a
I
star. You have a
am.
great no. You have a great voice. You have
Oh,
beautiful
thank you.
songs.
Thank you very much.
You will escalate if you grow quickly. If you do not grow quickly, you will dissolve. That's the business. You know the business.
True, I know the
It's
business.
it's who's the new guy in town or the new game.
I have to
Well,
say though.
you get
Oh, go ahead.
people that come off the X Factor, like that you don't see, and I've kind of maintained this level of of being somebody. I'm on a TV show in the UK called Loose Women. I'm a regular panelist on that show. It's a bit like The Talk in America,
Yes.
and that Sharon Osbourne's on, pretty similar to that. And I'm on that quite a bit. I'm doing quite a few TV shows, and but there's. I can't hide the fact that I have 3 children. I have a
No. I'm not saying you should hide
no,
it.
no. I know what
But
you're
don't
saying.
make it your platform for
I have a
stardom or fame.
responsibility to be a parent as well.
Because you have
Yeah,
better than that. I mean, leave that to the people with no talent. People
yeah.
that don't have any talent, they need to do the bullshit. You just stay with your voice and your
Well,
music
I have to
because
say though, because
that's
he doesn't watch the X Factor, and I have to say that having your husband be supportive and standing there, and every time you did good, he's jumping up and down, and he's all happy and everything. To
There he
me,
is.
yes, to me, that I thought, oh my, look at all.
but that's what you do.
Huh?
That's what you do with me.
What do you
Every
mean?
time I do something, you jump up and down with
I can't help it.
happiness.
I get like excited. So I think the fact that because I know reality TVs, we've had all kinds of winners from The Voice and X Factor over here and stuff like that, and they all basically all those reality shows basically want a story, so they have to put your family and everybody in there, and the fact that you bring them up, that makes people feel like they can identify with you more. But I think now that you have had so much great success, which I want to say, I have both of your albums, and the first album that you did was good, but it was all covers. In the United States, we don't do that very often, where you
No,
release albums
I
with
get,
covers.
yeah, I know that, I know that's the case, and that was what the, you know, when I
Yeah, I
did
know
the
what they made you to
record,
do.
that they made me do it. I was like, I was ready to go in the studio. We went to Sony, and I sat down in a room full of A&R people, and I was like, yes, okay, what songs we got to the table? And they was like, I say, so what's your favorite songs? What covers? And I was like, what? And they said, oh, you know, we're doing a covers album. And, you know, lo and behold, it got to #1. It was great, you know, but there was so much more that I wanted to give
But
and
I
what I
am,
wanted to do,
and
you know.
that's my comment about that whole thing, because your second album with all those songs and people, and they're not like songs everybody knows, and it is phenomenal. It is
Thank you.
so much better
Well,
than the
you
covers
know that I've
album.
just come back from America, right? So I was out in America a month ago with Steve Dorff.
Yes.
And I was recording one of late Andrew Dorff, you know, that his son, who sadly passed away in December last year. He's responsible for the new hit by Rascal Flatts, Yours If You Want It, and songs by Blake Shelton. And I just so happened to sing a song called Bleed Red, which I think it was Ronnie Dunn. Is it Ronnie Dunn that done it? From Brooks and Dunn, he done a version of that song, and I recorded it in honor of Andrew on the Sunday whilst I was out there doing a show. And it's my last visit out to America really has moved the goalposts for me. It's made me more hungry to come out to America. So these last few weeks, I've been sort of brainstorming and trying to think of, you know, ways to get out to America. And in the UK, I'm renowned for doing a lot of Pride festivals over here with the LGBT community. And I've done loads. I've done Pride in Spain. I've done them all over the place. And
I can't
so
get out. I'm coming to England
They're
to
showing.
smack you.
They're showing.
I'm going to smack
On the
you
thing, they're showing
left and
no,
right.
they're showing you singing with Nicole Scherzinger.
I'm about to
and how
kill
gorgeous you are.
I'm killing myself. That I'm looking at the most glamorous movie star in the world, like a Rita Hayworth, and here I've got Mommy Oakums. Get out of here. Put lipstick in hair. Don't you ever do this in public again. I'll kill you. You are breathtakingly beautiful in that lame number with the long hair. Oh my, that's you? No, that's not
That's
you.
not her. The other one, that's her.
That's her too. The two beauties. Who are those girls?
The other one's Nicole Scherzinger. You know her because we've had the Pussycat Dolls on the show before.
Oh yeah, right. I can't get over you. Look at. Oh my God, you're gorgeous.
You
Look
really
at
are. You are so stunning.
No, listen, please. I don't mean. I don't want to sound mean. I'm like your father. I'm 76 years old. Respect my age. I know what I'm talking about. Today, everybody wants glam, bling. That's all they want.
Yeah,
they want.
but
You must
I'm
never go.
home. I'm at home right now. This is
I
your
know
gift.
that, but I'm at home too. I have pajama bottoms on and slippers. But you don't. But I do. I'll stand up. I'm not lying.
don't show. No.
But you don't know it, do you? Because I would never let you know I'm in pajama bottoms
Well,
and
he'd
slippers.
let you know now.
But I'm telling you I am, because why should I sit in tight jeans and hurt all the, the equipment? It's uncomfortable for 2 hours. But I don't want my audience to know, so what do? I comb my hair, I put a little cute shirt on, and I go out looking pretty good.
No.
And if I would, I'd put on a strapless beaded gown with wig and eyelashes, and I look glamorous too.
Hang on, I have to have you say hello to somebody because we have Kiri. I don't know how you pronounce it. I always hate saying it. It's Kerrie. Carrie. She's in Blackpool, UK. She's always in our chat room, and she sent me a thing. Always watch Sam on the X Factor. She's amazing. So, hello, Sam from Carrie in Blackpool, and then Jimmy, please tell her I said hello. It'll make me so happy. So say hi to Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. How are you, babe? I think I was at Blackpool the tail end of last year, so I've got a few things lined up for Blackpool. It's a great place. Blackpool is. I love it up there.
Absolutely. And so what was your? And the other thing I liked about the whole X Factor thing is
ask me some questions. Ask me some questions about the show.
Listen and Clown are like two of my favorite songs, and so the fact that you sang those, I was like, oh, she's gonna win now because she sang like two of my favorite songs, and I have to watch everything like delayed on YouTube, which stinks, and I still watch it now, but I don't believe that they've had. I think the winner that they had, not this last time, because the X Factor this last time, that guy's going nowhere. He's not going to make it. But I think that the Louisa girl has a lot of potential, and she might be really, really good. She's super nice.
She's very young as well, and that's a good thing because you know, being with Simon Cowell and everything, he likes to nurture somebody. You know, he found it probably very difficult to nurture me because I was a grown woman that's been around a bit and seen
I
the world, a bit wise, and
I
you know,
like though that you're doing basically this all on your own though, because I think that nobody owns you, nobody controls you. You get to do the way
and
you want to do it.
I can work when I want to work. I can choose not to work. I mean, when I was recording my album with Psycho, I was pregnant, and I was in the recording studio recording a song called "With You," which is from the musical Ghost.
It's a great
And
song.
it's a great song. It was on my Christmas re-release of the first album, The Power of Love, and I was in there heavily pregnant. Like, the reason I was in a studio in Leicester is because every time they got me in a car and drove me to London, I got as far as Watford and went into labour.
Oh.
28 weeks, and then again at 32 weeks, and they said, look, I can't travel that far, because every time I got in a car, the labour was getting brought in. So they said, right, we're going to bring a studio to you. So they brought a studio to me, and I ended up doing it like at 39 weeks, and I was heavily pregnant, stood up singing for like 8 hours. I went home that night and went into labour and had Miley the next morning. So this time round, that wouldn't happen, you know, because I'm my own boss. I can kind of say when I want to work, and it's a little bit different, and it's great. So, you know, that's all good in that sort of way. But the show was brilliant. You know, it's such a platform for people. When you look at it, I mean, I don't know if you've seen this year where they've got like Honey G, the girl with the hat.
I didn't like her though. Did you like her? I mean, she's terrible. There's no talent whatsoever there.
No,
And
but I tell people, when you go on a show like that, it's a TV show before it's a talent competition, and you have to let people know that, you know, that they will be, you know, my kids didn't go down to the shows very often, and the reason being is because every time I went down there and I brought the kids, they wanted to film them, and my kids didn't want to be filmed, so they stayed at home in their pajamas watching the show without anybody giving them a camera in front of their face or asking them
I
to
think
say something for the camera.
I think they
So
blew
they didn't
it
come.
though. I think this past year they blew. I thought Honey G was terrible. I think the Matt Terry guy's not going to go anywhere. I think Niall Sexton was the best male singer on there, and he didn't make it past boot camp or whatever, or one of those.
The girl, I went to see the X Factor tour a couple of weeks ago, and I have to say, out of the last 3 tours, apart from the year that we was doing it, it was the best one. It really was. And as much as I hate to say it was shared out. That the stardom was shared out between every single act. There wasn't anybody that didn't
Stood out.
that. Yeah, but the one that stood out for me the most, I'd have to say, was Sarah, the girl that
Yes.
came out. She's just, you know, a phenomenon. She is absolutely incredible, I think, as a performer, and I thought she was great. I really did, and I loved watching the show this year. I really did, and I kind of felt sorry for the singer, because when I did the X Factor tour, I did 7 songs at the end. So everybody else did about, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 songs, and then at the end I did my own little mini set, and they've stopped doing that now. It's everyone gets to share of the limelight, and there's no like big massive crescendo, like, but they had me on this massive thing at the end with pyrotechnics going up. I was put up in the air. I was pregnant as well, and it was incredible. It was a big crescendo to the end of the show, and it was great, and I loved every single second of it. But it's kind of changed the show a little bit, you know, in the way that, you know, it gives so many people an opportunity and a chance, and you know, never bite the hand that feeds you. And
There
that
you
show
go. I like that one. So let's go a little bit. First of all, Ron and I, we're like married. We're like legally married. So I love the fact that you're doing like pride events. And are you going to? So is that a way that you're going to maybe try to come to the United States? Is to like do some pride events?
I'd love to do some pride shows out in America. I would absolutely love it. That's kind of, you know, what I want to do. You know, I've got some good tracks that are on the album. My husband's saying to me, tell him about the album, but there's a couple of tracks that you probably heard that are on the album, like real good dance tracks that are on the album. It Gets Better Every Day and Take It Out on the Dance Floor. which are two massive dance tracks that I've played and sang at Pride events in the UK, and the crowd have gone wild for them. So, and I'm known for doing my big bolshy ballads. So
Yeah, that's what I like. I'm the ballad guy, so like for me, like, cause I made a little list of my favorite songs on the album,
Okay.
and I don't think any of them are dance tracks. I wrote down, well, I like "Sing My Heart Out," which we played for everybody last week, also. I like "Don't Cry for Me," "Forgive and Forget," "No Greater Love," "No Tomorrow," "Never Give Up," "Never Again," and "Echo." Those are my favorite ones, which is like
Wow,
almost
you've
every
got
song on the
quite
album.
a collection there. Well, there's kind of a story behind those songs. "Don't Cry for Me" is a song that I will never perform anywhere. I had Bell's palsy. I don't know if you know what Bell's palsy is.
Yes.
I had Bell's palsy a couple of years ago, and when I had Bell's palsy, I got given some tablets, and I had to take these steroids, and they were like, I had to take 8 every day, one after the other, and then I got given these really, really strong painkillers. And I set them all out, and they were very similar in size, and I nearly accidentally took the wrong one. If it hadn't been for one other tablet that I had to take, I would have took those tablets. My kids were upstairs, and I probably would have been out cold on the floor. So I immediately freaked out, and I wrote a song about it. And the song that I wrote was called "Don't Cry for Me," which is a song for my children, and I will never ever sing it. It's
But
just
it's
a song that
fabulous
my
song. It's
gift.
so beautiful, though. It's so beautiful. It's not even funny. So let me ask you another question. How was, because like I'm a big Michael Bolton fan, and we played, but like while we were having our technical difficulties, "Ain't No Mountain High Enough," and like I was gonna ask you, like, did you actually get to record it with him? But then I went on your YouTube, and like I saw you actually did record it like with him. How
Yeah,
was Michael Bolton?
he's lovely. I was with him a month ago. He was performing in Orange County in LA. He was doing his show out there with a big orchestra, and I went out to see his show. And we said we wanted to work together. So I'd love to do a tour with Michael. If that's, and he's really keen for it as well. So it's something that we want to put the feelers out and see.
That's an American word too, keen.
I like that
Keen.
word, keen.
Keen. When I was young, there
But
was
we
a
did another song. We did "Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing," which was on his album
Yes.
that he had out there. So we did 2 songs together. But there's a song that Michael's got off of one of his old albums called "From Now On,"
Yeah, it's
and
a
he
great
did it with
song.
Susie Benson. And I keep saying to him, I want to record this song with you. And he's like, oh my gosh, I've not done this song in 24 years, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, every time I send him a text message, I put #from now on at the end of it, just to remind him that I still want to
No,
do
that
this
would
song.
be a fun one. All right, so what's your favorite movie? Let's get out of the music. Tell us a little bit about something about you. Do you have a favorite movie?
The Goonies.
Oh my God, I love the Goonies. And I actually I know Corey
I
Feldman.
I thought
I
you
want
would.
You
I
like the
wanted to-
Goonies?
Which one
The
is
Goonies is the one with the little kids, and they go, their house is going to get repossessed, and then they go and find the missing treasure with the pirates and stuff.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah. Anyway, it's got Josh
I
Brolin
love
as a
that film.
kid.
It's one of my favorite
I don't
films.
remember.
Do
it.
your children like it? Because they're a good age for it, probably. Or they might be a little young.
Yeah. I mean, they probably look at it. It's one of those films. It's like I remember being on my bike and driving along, singing along to the Cyndi Lauper song, pretending I was in the Goonies, and I knew every single word, and I could probably recite a lot of it right for you now. But I hear they're bringing out another Goonies, like
A remake.
no, not a remake, but where the Goonies are adults. And it's
Oh.
their kids that have the adventure.
Oh, that
I'm
would
sure
be
I've
fun.
heard this somewhere.
It's
That would be
Steven
pretty cool.
Spielberg. You know the Goonies.
No.
He's
Oh,
looking
well.
at you. Say no,
Oh,
I
well,
don't.
he does.
I think I might, but Jimmy has a strange taste in film. Very strange. He likes all the kid movies.
I like The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles. I'm like an 80s kid, so like I like The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles. And I do like movies that have kids, like The Hunger Games, the more modern type things. I like The Hunger Games.
Like Flight of the Navigator, Daryl. Do you remember Daryl?
Yes, Daryl. And we just
Yes.
saw Flight of the Navigator, I think. And we saw this other one about this like teddy bear, this spaceship that comes and the teddy bear talks to the little girl. Remember, we just saw that recently. I forgot what that was called.
You must be on drugs. I never saw this film. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we did. We watched.
Where?
the
Was I
movie.
sleeping?
No, we watched it in TV the other day. Like
No,
2
I
weeks
never watched
ago.
a little girl talking to a space
No, it was like a
bunny.
spaceship came, and then somehow like it had these rocks in it, and then the rocks.
No, Jim.
Yes.
I like films. I like biopic films as well. So films that have like something true in it. So I'm a big fan of the the one with Tina Turner. What's Love Got to Do with It? I love that.
Fabulous film.
He's a
I
big Tina
absolutely
Turner
love that
fan.
film. It's like the
Fabulous film.
biggest. Yeah, it's the
And
woman that
she
played
was
Tina Turner
incredible. Her
she was,
performance was outstandingly
yeah.
incredible.
He loves Tina
I
Turner,
I love and
and they're
adore
about the
Tina.
same. They're like the same age, and the fact
Yes,
that
we
she's
are.
out and she's does all
I
of that
saw
stuff that
her
she
in
does.
Holland on TV, and she did a show, and she was at the time 72. And boy, could that old broad still move. Those legs still go. This voice is great.
She's incredible.
I mean, she's like I am. You know, we're never going to get old. We're just going to die. Yeah. We'll just drop dead one day, young looking. I'm
Okay, so
76. I'll be 77 next month, May.
Wow, you look great for 76,
Yeah,
mate.
and so does she. So I must have been
Yeah,
born
she's
under the
incredible.
same star as Tina. But Tina today still brings the house down, millions of audiences. She's got millions of
Yeah.
people. And that's going
But
to
yeah,
happen to
they're my-
you. But Tina didn't go out like this. Tina got dolled up. She wore a mini skirt.
I'm at home. I'm at
They don't give
home.
a shit where you are. Do you know that over 4 million people are looking at you now? You didn't
4 million
research us.
people. This
You
is
did
me
not.
at home.
You know, what do you think my show was, like in a barn? Like we're farmers out in the Dell? I mean,
actually,
we have over 4 million viewers that are looking now.
they can't see her because like we're having a problem with the video. So
I
they
know
only hear
that. Well,
her.
maybe we should reshoot. I want her. I would have at least liked her hair down sexy and some
She
eye
can
makeup.
let your hair down. Can we see what your hair looks like
I mean,
if you let it
look
down?
like you're about to wash the bathroom.
They also.
Oh my God!
Look at
What
that
a difference
beautiful
already!
hair.
Jesus
Oh my gosh,
Christ!
so beautiful.
What a difference already! You got sexy. Look at you. You're beautiful.
In the chat room, they're asking who inspired you to sing. So you got a
Look
good
at
answer
her.
for that?
Oh my God, the hair down. You look younger, you know, my dear. With your hair
Oh.
back, you look frowdy. What's the word? Like
Dowdy.
a housefrau. No, look at she looks now like 19, 22 years old.
I know you look really
You
young.
look like a girl. Oh, I hate you. I'm going to send you letters to
My,
remind you. See how
my-
nice you look now? You look pretty.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Put some lipstick on.
Amazing. Are we doing a makeup tutorial with you now?
It's a makeup
That's what
show.
we're doing.
Go ahead, answer the who inspired me to
The
sing.
hair makes a difference.
Who inspired me to sing? I would have to say I'm a massive fan of Celine Dion. You know, I used to listen to her.
He doesn't like her. I
music all
like
the
her, but he
time.
doesn't
I
like
love,
her.
I love
She's
Celine
such a
Dion.
bitch.
I love,
How could you like that bitch?
I have to
She's
say
so mean.
one of the
She is
first
so mean to
songs.
people she
Hang on,
works
hang on.
with.
You're talking
Well,
over each
well,
other.
she's in London. I'm in Brooklyn.
Okay.
One of the first songs that I ever sang was "The Greatest Love of All" by Whitney Houston,
That's a good song.
and she's you know all I've known. You know, I was Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, all the big singers. You know that was they're the sort of the singers that I kind of learnt. I learnt to sing by writing the lyrics of the songs out. I never had singing lessons at all, and I wrote the lyrics of the songs, and I put a little red star wherever they would take a breath, and I would train myself to take a breath in the same place, and it eventually trained my diaphragm to hold notes on for longer and longer. So I would literally hold the note and count how long she would hold the note on and see if I could hold it on as long. And I would practice and practice and practice to the point where I had a natural vibrato in my voice. My breathing technique naturally came. When I was on the X Factor, there was an amazing vocal coach called Annabelle, and she said, "There's nothing I can teach you. You already know. The only thing I can do is tell you what you're doing," because I couldn't explain to her how I had these long bolshy notes and I would hold on. I couldn't tell you how I did that. So she told me the scientific side of what my diaphragm was doing and what I was doing with my voice in order to do what I did. So I never had lessons. I learned how to do it by writing the lyrics out and putting a red
I love
star.
that. So what about like do you like Christina? Like he doesn't like the girls who like kind of like yodel or whatever. He likes it when they hold a note. He likes you. He hasn't heard all your songs yet, but you hold notes.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I commented to you, this broad can sing. You know, when you yodel and break up a set like great, do you know Peggy Lee, the great jazz singer, our
Yeah.
American Peggy Lee? Do you know?
Yeah.
She held a note. I think we lost you.
Oh no, what
Oh,
happened?
sorry, my mum's ringing me. I wanted to get up. Can you ring her? My mum would tell her to leave me
Well,
alone.
tell Mom to call you
Yeah,
later.
you have to hit the video button back because now we lost the video. Put the video
I don't
button
know how
back.
to do it. I don't know how to do it. How do I do it?
Oh,
That's all right. Gone. I've
there
gone.
we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Yay! Mummy was ringing me.
Now I'm not gonna be able to speak. I just choked. That was grape soda, I'm drinking. So if I look like I have purple lipstick on,
It's not.
Oh, can I borrow some? Because I've not got any
Yeah.
lipstick.
yeah. But getting back to my conversation, Peggy Lee could hold a note softly.
Yeah.
And when one holds a note, one sings. But when one yodels, one is breaking up the whole song and reinventing the song. It's like redirecting a movie.
Yeah.
I like
They
the
all
yodelers.
they all do it today. Now, the one that I love, the guy that sings like Johnny Mathis, who I love. We have him in the car all the time. Not Matt. What was his name?
I don't know.
The one that sings the song that I like, Two Lonely People.
Oh, you mean Air Supply?
No, the guy that sings about the two guys that get together or the two people that get together because he was lonely and now there are not less lonely people in the world.
That's Air Supply sings that song.
Not Air Supply. It's a guy sings it. You love this song.
It's a guy. Air Supply's a guy.
Oh, he's singing it without Air Supply.
No, Air Supply's two guys.
I thought they were a group.
It is. It's a group of two guys. We had Air Supply on the show. He doesn't remember.
Well, anyway, that the song about two people.
Two less lonely people in the world. Do you know that song
Yeah,
by Air Supply?
Yeah.
A beautiful song, beautiful song. Well, anyway, Air Supply. I don't think I'm going the right direction. I better kill this whole thing. But anyway, there's a male singer out there today who sings magnificently and he holds notes and his notes are clean. I like clean notes. When you sing, I hear clean notes. I don't hear gibberish. I don't hear
He
bullshit.
doesn't. I love
You know what?
Christina
I don't.
Aguilera, but he doesn't like her.
I don't hear trickery. Trickery is the word. Most of the singers today go through all sorts of equipment to
Yeah.
sound good. Cher
Love a
can't,
little bit of
Cher,
auto-tune.
Cher can't even breathe correctly, let alone sing anymore. Her voice is shot. But if she goes through a machine, she comes out sounding like halfway decent. Most of the old broads, Barbara Streisand, who had the most incredible voice in the world, now goes through mechanics because she can't hit the clean highs. Excuse me. You do them, my dear, without machinery, I guess. I mean, do you go through all kinds of filters
No,
and
she
stuff?
doesn't.
No.
So you're really a singer.
She's an
if you
absolute.
if you have a look, there's a video of me on YouTube that says Sam Bailey live in Coventry, and it was way before the X Factor, and it was me against a blue. It's in a big theatre performing in a showcase so that people can book me for clubs and bars and stuff. I know you'll probably comment on the attire that I was wearing because I have no fashion sense whatsoever, and my hair was tied back.
I'm going to kill you
Like
when I
I
ever
say-
meet you. I will absolutely
I'll come over
strangle
and
you with
see
your
you.
hair.
I'll come over and see you. You can smack my bum when you see me.
You
So.
bet you're. No, I'm going to make you like a drag queen and send you out there gorgeous, and then you watch
So-
the people. I just want to say something really quickly. I have a very dear friend of mine. Her name is Lily McLeod, and she got. What did she win?
No, she came in fifth on the X Factor in the America.
Now
the American
you
X
have a
Factor.
voice like hers. Her voice is from heaven. Have you ever heard Lily McLeod?
Actually, you should look her up because she's got
her
an
up.
X Factor view that hers has like 30 million views also, and she's 55. She
And
was 55. She was
and
like
the-
55 when she came on the X Factor, even though she doesn't look anywhere near it. And
And the song she won with was, what is it called? The jewelry box? No, there's something.
she sang CeCe Winans song.
The box.
It's like a religious song, but it's a really good
Anyway,
song.
she is phenomenal.
Yeah, you should listen to it.
And you
'cause
sound like her.
you
You're
guys
like
would
Lily.
you guys would probably make a good show together. Actually.
Oh my God, too overwhelming. We couldn't take it.
It'd be too great.
No, no, the two
All right, so here's what we
voices,
gotta do,
way,
though.
way too old. The ticket would have to be $300 a head.
Well, I'm hoping to come out to America quite a bit, so I think I need to get together with you. You need to give me a bit of a
Absolutely.
makeover.
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to
know,
be,
I could
we'll be
sing to
living
you.
we'll be living in
Yeah, we're
Palm
trying to move to Palm
Springs,
Springs, so we'll
back
be
to
in,
Palm Springs by this summer.
So by the time you're in LA recording, we'll be in Palm Springs, and
And
it's
then
an hour
we
drive.
will meet. You will come to the house. We will meet, and I'll give you like a daddy lecture on women are bitches. They want to rip you to pieces, so look gorgeous. Straight men want to bang you, so they don't care about anything. And gay men only want you to be a drag queen.
Oh well, I'm sure I can do that when I come over. Like you can give me some false eyelashes.
No, I
and-
really don't have to, because to tell you the truth, I looked at your videos and I fainted. I couldn't believe it. If they said to me, this girl is a twin, I'd say, well, the twin better get with it because the other one is better looking.
So hang on, because we've got
I mean, I looking at you. I mean, it's amazing what makeup and hair does for
I
people.
know.
I mean,
and
it's
your
a
hair is
joke.
beautiful like this.
I
like
love
this.
you like this. See, now I'm not bitching you now. I'm not ragging on you because now you look pretty
We have
and
to actually
young.
too. We have to bring you back again because we didn't even get to talk about how she's a prisoner. Or how she was a football player. But here's what we got to do because we don't have a lot of time, and I want to get some stuff out. Okay, so first of all, everybody, Sam is on tour. It's the Sing My Heart Out tour. If you go to sam-bailey.com, you get all the tour dates. She's touring through. I don't know. I think into May, maybe was it?
Yeah, 20th of May the tour finishes. So yeah, so I've got like 28 dates left of the tour. So yeah, so there's 28 different shows you can come to and watch the show. There's a few surprises chucked in of things that I'm going to be doing on stage that no one knows that I can
Now,
do.
Sam, are you playing New York, Pennsylvania, or
She
California?
hasn't come to Florida yet. She's just in Europe.
No, but I know that. When are you coming? I just asked her.
I would love to. So this is where you guys come in. So you're going to have to tell everybody
Well,
how
maybe
amazing
when, maybe when we're out in Palm Springs, I used to live there, so I have a little bit of clout there. I'll see if they want to invite you into the Gay Pride Parade,
that'd
and
be
then
perfect.
and
I
then
would
you could
love
sing. You
that.
could sing for everybody.
Actually, you know
I
what?
would
Too,
love
email me later because like maybe we can find you like a good booking agent, like a really good one. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, I work in the music industry. Like I run a really large. Actually, it's the largest independent record label in the world. And so maybe I can help work with you to find you like a booking agent that can
Yeah,
book you.
that's it's when I was a young kid, when I was about
Yeah, well,
9
young
or
kid,
10
look at you.
You're still a young kid.
You're still a young
I'm
kid.
40 this year.
You're 40? Oh, you're
I'm
another old
40.
bag. Oh, you're an old bag, almost like me. I'm 76.
So
You're
when I
catching
was
up,
younger,
kiddo.
I was. I remember for Christmas, my mum and dad said to me, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I said, "I want an
A
American
facelift.
flag."
No,
Yeah, facelift. That'll do. We'll do that.
you don't
I want
need
an
it.
I want an American flag, and
You're
they
kidding.
said
What'd you
American
say,
flag.
American flag or
I
fag?
wanted an American flag
No,
in my.
not fag, because I'm an American fag. So make
No,
it,
an American
oh,
flag.
flag. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so the Stars and Stripes flag, I wanted it on my wall, and I wanted to be American. I used to talk with an American accent to my mum and dad, and they was obsessed with me.
I don't blame them. I'd smack you. That's not nice.
No, but
That's cute.
it's always been a dream of mine to come out to America and work and stuff. So
We'll see what we
yeah,
can do about that. We'll see what we can do about that. In the
Well, you're
meantime,
delightful, and I know you're a great mother, and I'm sure you do great fish and chips, but leave it behind. I don't know what
I
else.
will leave it behind,
And
and
be a star. I want to see you always as a great singing star, beautiful and glamorous. I want to enjoy, my ears want to enjoy your voice, and my eyes want to enjoy your beauty. Combined, I'm going to really have a good time.
oh,
Okay? I'm serious about that. You will find this to be, as you grow, everyone in the business is going to tell you, baby, start to sparkle, or you're over.
it's very true.
Nobody wants farmer in the Dell broads. Everybody wants tits and ass, like hang 'em out, mini dresses, legs.
no mini dresses.
No, that's what they want. They
Beautiful,
want,
glamorous gowns like she was in
No,
on
we
X
don't.
Factor.
We don't.
Anyway.
And we don't want to see baby throw up on her dress.
No,
We want to see
we want the baby throw up.
cleavage.
The baby throw up needs to grow on Craig's shirt.
No,
Yeah,
we
it's
want to
about
see
those, Craig.
cleavage. Cleavage. Lots of
All right,
cleavage.
so here's what we got to do, everybody. First of all, you guys, please go to sam-bailey.com. And she's got 2 albums out. One is called The Power of Love. One is called Sing My Heart Out. If you only have enough money for one, get Sing My Heart Out. It is way better.
And she really can sing, folks.
It's all
Take it-
her own
take
songs,
it.
and they're beautiful. And definitely, you want to like listen to "Don't Cry for Me" because you're never going to hear her perform it, and it is the most beautiful song ever. So you really want to get it. You guys, she's on Twitter. Follow her on Twitter. It's at Sam Bailey Real. SAMBAILEYREAL. And please remember, she's doing this all on her own. She's independent, so please support everything that she's doing because that's the only way. Musical artists, you have to buy their music and you got to go to their shows because that's how they make their living. So please, do everything you can to support her. And Sam, we want to thank you for being such a great sport and coming on the show.
Oh,
I really
thank
do.
you.
I do think you're such a super big talent, and I can't wait for you to get over here to the United States.
Oh yeah, well, definitely touch base when I come over. Definitely.
Absolutely.
And I want to say to you, thank you for you're delightful, and your voice is better than you are. Think about that one. It's true. Your voice is better than you are. That's a wonderful saying. I got to remember that. Think about it. Catch up to your voice, my dear. You got some voice.
And everybody
I
get her.
love your music, by the way, because it's stuff that I
I've
can,
been playing it around the
you
house a
know,
lot, so he
can,
hears it.
it's not that shit of today that they make believe they could sing and I hear, because I sing also. I used to no more. My voice is gone with my age. But when I hear some singers singing, I say, oh, how did they get away with that?
And
Ugh.
not you, because your voice is fabulous.
No.
And
Like,
we gotta go.
what's his name when he did that lovely 1940s
Oh, and
album?
Paul, that was Wendy Moten.
No, Wendy Moten is a voice like this one. Wendy's a singer. Are you kidding? I love Wendy.
Okay, we
Moten.
gotta go. We gotta go. Sam, thank you so much. Say hello
Thank
to
you.
Tommy,
Bye-bye,
Brooke, and
Sam.
Harley. Tell Craig it was so nice to see him. He's a superstar. Bye, Craig. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good luck with the tour, everybody,
Bye-bye.
and go to
Thank
sam-bailey.com. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What a difference when she took her hair down.
She's so gorgeous.
She's a pretty, pretty girl.
You gotta love it. All right, everybody.
I mean,
So
you
real
know what?
quick,
I mean, doesn't anybody manage her? They said you're going to be on television with 4 million people. Don't you want to look stunning like a star?
she actually doesn't get dressed up anywhere. I've seen all her interviews. She doesn't really get dressed up.
Well, they should today. That's why it's not like old Hollywood. Everybody says, how come old Hollywood had glamour? Why did it have glamour? Because they knew how to be glamorous. Today they look like they're washing the floor.
Never been an easy ride. Been struggling all my life, but you can't turn back. Just one last chance to give it all. Running down an open road. Where I'm headed, I don't know. I gotta hold tight. The time is right. I'm going in alone. I can't face you now and express myself. I'll tell you how. I just sing my heart out. I can feel the weight just lifting, as if there's no one out there listening. Wanna sing my heart out when I can't get myself together. It's the only thing that makes it better. I sing my heart out. I turn around to face the light. All of my frustrations slide. I'm reminded that it's all about a better life. Yeah, I will face you now and express myself. I'll show you how. I'm gonna sing my heart out. I can feel the weight just lifting, as if there's no one out there listening. Wanna sing my heart out so I can get myself together. It's the only thing that makes it better. Sing my heart out. Whenever I felt so low, I use my voice to say so. Whenever life gets me down, I wanna say it out loud. I sing my heart out. I can feel the weight just lifting, as if there's no one out there listening.